Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. I am Zulhaira B. Abdul from Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English, and also good day to our dear instructor, Sir Mark Lidasan. Good day, sir. And today I will be going to discuss to you what are the general effects of disaster. This is from the chapter 5. So, we have here 11 effects of disaster or the general effects of disaster. So let us start. We have here the number one, which is the loss of life. We all know when we experience a disaster or calamities, it is really happening na may nawawala or may namamatay sa mga kakilala natin or even sa family natin. And it is one of the saddest thing na mga nangyayari kapag we encounter calamities like earthquakes, typhoons, or nasunugan. And yeah, it is one of the effects of disaster talaga is loss of life. So we have here the number two, which is the injury. We all know kapag we encounter any disaster, like for example, sa earthquake, hindi talaga maiwasan na may mga ma-injury sa atin. Like, di ba, may mga mahulugan na mga gamit or may mga naipit, which is a really good thing din na na-injury ka instead of you lost your life. And sad din naman kasi nasaktan ka pa rin. And that is one of the general effects is the injury, which is unpredictable at nangyayari talaga siya when we encounter a calamities or disaster. And number three, we have the damage of destruction and property. So, here naman, in this number 3, ito talaga, nasisira yung mga properties natin or yung mga infrastructure, yung mga buildings na napapatayo sa paligid natin. For example, di ba, yung mga bahay natin, kapag may mga nangyaring earthquake, sunog, or typhoons, talagang kapag sobrang lakas, hindi talaga maiwasan na masira yung bahay natin or may mga buildings din na nasisira, nagka-crack kapag pag talagang hindi matibay yung concrete ng pagpapatayo sa mga buildings na yun. So, it is one of the effects din. So, number 4 is the damage to and destruction of subsistence and cash crops. Yun naman, ito, naapektuhan ito yung mga agricultural people or yung mga farmers wherein meron silang mga crops na which is kapag kunyari may typhoon na dumating and yung mga tinanim nila yung mga crops kapag yun nasira hindi nila na agad hindi nila na ayos, ang nangyayari is nasasayang or nadadamage and resulting na kawawa yung mga farmers natin, nawawalan sila ng kita, and that is really a sad thing then. So other thing here is disruption of production. So here, example din sa mga magsasaka or sa mga farmer na yan, meron sila mga pinaproduce or mga ginagawang mga products, for example, yung mga gulay, wherein kapag natamaan ng calamities, disaster, doon nadadamage or nadidisrupt yung production. Kumbaga, nasa-stop nila yung production nila kasi nga, merong, for example, hindi sila aware na may paparating na bagyo, wherein nasa kalagitnaan sila ng pagproduce ng mga gulay, mga palay. In that moment na alam nila na hindi sila aware na may darating na bagyo, ang nangyayari, nasasayang lahat. Parang nawawash out yung mga tinanim nila, yung pinaghirapan nila just because of the unpredictable na mangyayari, which is yung calamities wherein hindi naman natin yung gusto mangyari. It is the will of God or environment na yung gusto na. So, another thing is disruption of lifestyles. So, ito naman sa example na or sa effects na to, dito kapag for example na lang, calamities like nasunugan ka. So, yung lifestyle talaga natin is machi-change or madadamage. Yeah, kasi nga, like, nasunugan ka, lahat ng ari-arian mo, mga gamit mo sa bahay mo, nawala, nasira, wherein, magbabago talaga yung lifestyle mo. And that is one thing na kailangan mong tanggapin. Wherein, kailangan mo rin talagang i-adapt yung mga bagay. Kaya nga, di ba, kapag may mga nasunugan, with, yung mga nakikita natin sa post, nag-reach out sila na if you are going to donate some of your clothes, pwede sila magtanggap. And yun, in that case, yung mga tao na naapektuhan ng sunog, ibig sabihin nun, naapektuhan din yung lifestyle nila. And lifestyle only is not about how they dress, mga clothes. Especially, example din is, paano sila mabuhay. For example, nung hindi pa sila natamaan ng any calamities, normal lang, parang happy sila, nakakain sila, magkakasama sa isang kainan. Pero nung nagkaroon ng calamities, doon na nahihirapan ng pamilya. Kasi, mahirap nang ibalik sa dati ang lahat eh. Like, ganun, parang, for example na lang, bigla kayong tumnas, tas one calamities na nangyari, bigla kayong na-down. And that is really something na nangyayari because it is really unpredictable ang mga calamities and disaster. And di natin yung gusto mangyari because nangyayari siya ng kusa. But also, we all know the reason na tayo rin naman. Parang the thing that we do in our environment is bumabalik din sa atin. So, number 7 is the loss of livelihood. So, ito, like, diba, kapag nakaranas tayo ng mga disasters and calamities sa life, yung pamumuhay natin, yung livelihood natin, nawawala, nasisira. Like, for example, kama rin sa mga farmers, once na nasira yung pananim nila, that's the moment na parang nasira rin yung pamumuhay nila. Kumbaga, yung ilang months na pinaghirapan nila para magtanim, para magtanim or alagaan yung mga tanim nila, masisira lang yun siya just because of calamities. Diba? Ganun kahirap kapag nawalan ka ng livelihood. Ang ending, ang nangyari talaga, nagkakautang. And that is really why it is important to our government na to look for any solutions to our agricultural land wherein yung mga farmers natin, napakahalaga nila sa economy natin kasi they are the one who are producing food. Sila yung nagbibigay, sila yung dahilan kung may mga pagkain tayo sa mga pagkainan natin, meron mga nabibenta sa mga palengke kasi dahil sa kanila because of their hard work sa pagtatanim and all, 'di ba? So it is really important na kapag may mga farmers na ganyan nakakaranas ng disruption of livelihood just because of the calamities, dapat tulungan natin sila, 'di ba? So the next one is disruption of essential services. Ito rin sa effects ng calamities or disasters kasi 'di ba kapag merong mga typhoon, pagbaha, or ayan, malakas na bagyo, yan, 'di ba? Nawawala yung connection natin sa ilaw, sa tubig, sa internet, sa transportation, sa communication, wherein it is really a big thing na yung mga essentials na yun is sobrang laking tulong yun sa atin. Pero ang nangyayari is kapag may calamities, nawawala siya. Right? So, ang lungkot lang na ganun yung mga nangyayari. Yung mga essential na kailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw is nawawala. Right? So, another thing is damage of national infrastructure and disruption of governmental systems. So, damage of the infrastructure, just like what I said, yung mga buildings, yung mga malls, like ganyan. Pag meron tayong, for example, may nangyaring earthquake, di na talaga maiwasan na may mga masisira, may mga talagang damage talaga. Yung mga buildings totally nawasak. Parang back to zero again sila. And it is really sad to think of that. Other thing is the governmental system. So, yung system natin nakakaranas ng economic crisis kapag merong mga ganun na pangyayari, which is naapektuhan din yung economic growth natin. Kaya, it is important na kapag we all know na yung disaster, yung calamities talaga, hindi talaga yun natin siya maprepredict kung kailan siya mangyayari. Kaya nga dapat, before things will happen, we have the plan ahead of time. Kumbaga, meron tayong meron tayong mga plano na if ever na mangyari itong calamities or disaster na to, we have the solution for it. Kumbaga, naka-ready na yung solution. You have the plan A, plan B, plan C. And that is how government should work. Na dapat sa mga ganyang pangyayari, they know how to treat people. They know how to go back to the things from the normal, right? Another thing here is national economic loss. So, national economic loss. For example, kung na siguro dito yung when in pandemic days, COVID-19, di ba? Alam mo yung in the year na yan, parang pataas na yung economy natin, pataas na yung economic growth natin. Pero biglang may virus. And that's the moment na bumaba yung economy natin. Kasi nga, di ba, nung time na yun, work from home or sa bahay lang tayo. So, walang mga nagbi-business sa paligid, walang open na mga malls, mga nagbebenta sa labas. So, talagang kapag ganun kasi na walang nag-open na kahit ano na infrastructure or buildings or commercial buildings, is talagang magbababa ang economic growth natin. Matindi rin yun talaga yung pagkalugi ng mga business ventures that year talaga, as in. We all know that. Kasi, biruin mo ba naman, ilang months yun na nasa bahay lang tayo. And that's the time din talaga na, yeah, maganda rin naman na they always think of ginamit yung social media, yung online platform para mag-promote, kaya nauso ang online selling, like ganyan, diba? It's a good thing din. So, the last general effects of disasters or calamities is sociological and psychological after effects. So, it is really a big thing din. Kasi, diba, kapag yung isang tao naka-experience na ng, for example, naka-experience na siya ng earthquake, wherein sa earthquake na yun is nasira yung bahay nila, parang may nawala sa may family nila. Parang at that moment, matutrauma na siya. Every now and then, may isip niya na because of that earthquake is may nangyaring masama sa pamilya nila or sa buhay nila. Which is, sobrang naging epekto nun sa atin ng mga tao or sa mga tao naka-experience ng mga calamities or disasters. So, we don't have to judge them because we don't know what they felt kung di pa natin naranasan yung bagay na yun. And, other thing is sociological. So, sociological naman, the way we interact with other people is naapektuhan from the trauma that we experience, from the damage, disaster, lahat na lang. Like, hindi ka makapaniwala na nangyari yung bagay. So, parang talagang shock ka sa mga lahat. So, it is affect talaga. Na-affectuhan yung the way we communicate with other people and the way we think. Diba? So, those are the general effects, no? Those are the general effects of disaster to us, or in our economy, or in our country. So, the one thing I could say is, we all know that disasters are unpredictable. And the only thing I can say is, before things will happen, plan ahead of time. And always think na don't panic in all situations. Because if nasa gitna ka na ng isang disaster, ang isipin mo ang solusyon. Huwag ka mag-panic. Kasi the moment na nag-panic ka, that's the moment din na hindi ka makakaisip ng solusyon. Always think of the solution, always pray, always listen to the radio and the news, and always be updated. And that would be all for my report. And that's all. Thank you for listening.